Hello everyone. Today we will discuss about component-based software engineering based on symmetric reuses where the systems are integrated from existing components are known as the component-based software engineering. Here the process stages are component analysis, then the requirements modification, system design, and lastly development and integration. Those are the phases of component-based software engineering. First of all, we need to have the requirement specification. Then we analyze the components we have. Then the requirements should be modified. And lastly, the system needs to be designed. And then we finally develop and integrated the software. And lastly, for in the testing section, we have the system validation. The process of interaction is given here. The system requirements always evolves with the courses of the projection. So the process iteration, whether the earlier stages or rework in all of the parts of the process for large systems. Here we have two relational approaches: incremental delivery and the spiral delivery. In incremental delivery and the spiral delivery, here we have some differences. In incremental model, we use, rather than the delivery the system as a single delivery, the developer and the delivery is broken down into incremental section, which is incremental delivery parts of the requirement. It means first of all we need to divide them part by part and apply the developing process. Here are the phases of incremental development. First of all, we need to define the requirements. Then we assign the requirements to incremental. Then design the system architecture, develop the system implementation, validation and integration. Last, we validate the entire system and then we have the final system. That's how the incremental development works. In incremental development, we have some advantages. We can move to the previous sections or processes by any time. This one is the major benefit of the incremental development. And incremental development, first of all, let us suppose a customer comes to you and tell, I need to have a software. Then you divided your team into three parts. Let us suppose you have 15 members in your software company and you divided them into three teams of 5, 5 and 5. In first release of the software, you added some features that your customer wants. Then your team B will again work on this and team C will again work on this. Finally, team C will deliver the final and wanted components and the features what the customer wants. That is how the incremental model works. Now the spiral development section. In the spiral model, we have a loop like this. It starts from this point and goes like this, and finally it will release and serve the software. In the spiral section, you can have each loop of the spiral represented at the phase of the process. No fixed phases such as specification or design loops, and risks are extremely associated and resolved throughout them the process. That means you can reduce the risks of the process in the spiral model and you can recheck and rebuild the system again and again. But in spiral development section, the cost is very high. The spiral model sectors. We have objective settings, risks reduction, development and validation, and planning section. Process and activities. We will discuss this in our next video. Till then, bye.